Okay, this is a video to try to help explain the scale finger patterns that I sent out, and different people have said, I don't understand this at all. And granted, it's very complicated. This is a picture of the fretboard, and it is a picture of fingers. Each one of those dots is a finger position that is eventually going to designate a note. And those can be moved up or down the fretboard. In this case, once you start in a spot, as is in this case, we're going to start with pattern 3, and we're going to start with it on the 2nd fret. And now if you keep your eyes on pattern 3 that you have, because I've sent it to you, you'll notice that on the 2nd fret, if you're going to start there, you're going to start with 1st finger on the 2nd fret on the 4th string. Then you're going to move up to the 4th finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string. And then you're going to move up to the 3rd string, 2nd fret, 1st finger again. And then it says on that pattern, I'm going to go up to the 4th fret, and I'm going to use fingers staying in position. So I'm going to use my index finger,
ring finger,
then up to the 2nd string, so 1st finger, 4th finger, 1st finger, 3rd finger, 2nd finger, 4th finger, 1st finger, 4th finger. Now that's if you're using pattern 3, and we're going to starting on the 2nd fret. Now if you look at this pattern 3, if you look at the gray dots that are within pattern 3, you'll see that those notes are all within that. That's a C chord, because we're playing it with pattern 3 here starting on the 2nd fret. Well, obviously it makes sense to do that with this finger position. But at any rate, that's the objective. Okay, now just for giggles, we're going to play Mustang Sally. I believe we are. And I'm going to use that pattern. Blues note. to the 5th pattern. On the 7th fret. Now what you're going to do is mix patterns going from the 3rd pattern on the 2nd fret. You can move up to the 4th pattern and work your way up to the 5th pattern, because if you notice, patterns overlap. The patterns, pattern 1 overlaps both to 2, and way over here, after you get done with 5, you'd start with pattern 1 again with its overlap, and all you're doing is working up the fretboard with scales. This is pattern 1, only I'm working on the 9th fret to get to that. More than what you really need to know there. The big idea there, whoops, I'm trying to stop this. There. The big idea there is now you're too far up the fretboard. You're not going to want to necessarily go any farther, but you can either be doing, in this case, we're doing pattern 3 and we're starting here. Let's say you were up here and you were doing pattern 3. Well, then you're going to move up to pattern 2, pattern 3. You have to revert from up here. The 12th fret is just like playing open. So once you get up to there, your patterns can revert and come down to here. They overlap and they continue. Pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Overlapping at 12. This is just like open. So this is the 1st fret. So if you were doing pattern 3, starting on the 2nd fret, you could say you do that up here on 14, but you can't. You get the message. Okay. I'm not going to go any farther with this, but Mustang Sally in the key of C is something you can go on to YouTube and play it, and just take pattern 3 and start on the 2nd fret as an exercise and just it's not going to be every note in the song. This is just a beginning. And remember, there is a blues note. You can hear that blues note. In this case, it happens to be a D sharp, because this is the position that we're working with, and the pattern 3 in the 2nd position. You hear that blues note. Okay, enough for now. On to lesson 2.